How much did you soak in this experience at the Sphere here?
It's been awesome. I mean, when I first landed in Vegas, it was kind of the first thing I saw, the Sphere. So it's pretty cool that we get to have the draft here.
Did you talk to Boston at all in the days leading to the draft, or combine, or anything?
Yeah, I talked to them at the combine. So I had a pretty good chat with them there, and so yeah, I mean, I talked to them a little bit throughout the year. So it was good to kind of talk to them at the combine, and then being here and being picked by them.
Did you get the vibe that that's the way it was going?
A little bit. I wasn't 100% sure, but I mean, I got a little bit of the vibe as I got here, and I talked to my advisors. So.
And who was that?
Randy Robitaille, my advisors. Yeah.
What's your biggest point of emphasis in focusing on your development this coming year and looking forward?
Yeah, I think it would kind of just be to get bigger and stronger, maintain my speed. So I mean, I want to play a bigger boys game where I'm using my size more. I'm just still learning how to do that, and that's something I'm trying to work on this off season. So.
You're going to Boston College.
Yep.
Next year you're committed there. What's your next couple of years look like?
Yeah, I mean, hoping to be there. I'm going to try to make Boston as soon as possible. That's my goal, is to make the NHL as soon as possible. So, I mean, I'm going to work my best this offseason next year at Boston College and kind of see where it takes me. But I would probably say one or 2 years until I think I'd be ready to step into Boston. So.
Were you always going to do college?
I mean, growing up, I always actually wanted to play in the OHL. I was picked a little later than I was hoping to in the OHL draft, so I didn't think it was going to be a possibility. So then after that, I kind of thought college would be best for me. Just gives me a longer runway if I need it.
What age were you when that decision sort of crystallized for you?
I was about 15.
What went into your decision to pick BC?
Yeah, well, I mean, their track record of developing elite NHL talents, it's pretty huge. I mean, they've just got guys this year or last year that were picked 4th, 8th, and I think 23rd in the first round. So they get a lot of guys that develop to be great NHL players. So that was kind of the biggest decision for me.
Most of us don't know about the St. Andrews program. Can you talk about the team and the league and why there?
Yeah. So I mean, for me, it was just kind of the development. I mean, I got to play 20+ minutes a night, power play, PK. I started every game, I finished every game. A lot of people don't like the league that I played in because it was a little lower their competition. But I mean, we played U20 teams in Prague and Germany. We played U20 teams in Canada. We played all the prep schools in the States, so that's Shattuck, Northwood, Mount St. Charles. So our competition wasn't as low as everyone kind of says it is. So yeah,
why was it good for you? Because of the ice time? Is that what you're looking at?
I was kind of, yeah, the ice time would just allow me to develop in different situations that I might not in another league or another team. So maybe coming down the road in the future, I'll be used to playing in those scenarios.
Obviously, there was something about you that intrigued the Bruins in those initial conversations, but through those talks, is there anything about the organization that you were intrigued by that you kind of found out by talking to the Bruins front office?
I mean, for me, it was just the Boston City. I mean, I loved the Boston City. That's where I always knew I wanted to be with my college hockey decision. I mean, I was originally committed to Northeastern in Boston. I wanted to play in the Beanpot, and then made the decision to open my recruitment, and then went to BC. I wanted to stay in the Beanpot and wanted to stay in Boston because I loved it so much.
What about just the Bruins organization, though, itself?
What did I know about them?
Is there anything you kind of learned about the organization through your conversations with them? I know they're pretty preliminary, but just...
Yeah, I mean, I know they would like to win, and that was a big thing for me too, is I wanted to go to a team that likes to win, and the Bruins definitely have a history of winning.